Hello, my name is Duncan and I'm a lay minister here in Verwood, and this is my thought for this coming week. Martin Luther was a well-known Catholic priest who lived in the 16th century. He was a great observer of human nature and was reputed to have said, "There are three conversions necessary: the conversion of the heart, the conversion of the mind, and the conversion of the purse." Of these three, I suspect that in today's world the most difficult one is the conversion of the purse. It is often thought that Jesus did not talk about money very much, but he did. Many of the stories, parables that Jesus told directly refer to wealth and money. Indeed, some have said that Jesus spoke more about wealth than any other single topic. No doubt because most of the listeners of that day were all preoccupied with obtaining money and wealth so as to make ends meet. Not too dissimilar to today. We could all be forgiven in believing that our secular society today is very much geared to that pursuit. Did we have 0.1% growth last month, or was it a double-dip recession? Has my pay gone up in line with inflation, or am I lagging behind? Did the UK perform a little better than the rest of the EU last year, or was it worse, in which case it must be a financial crisis? Whilst Jesus never dismissed the need for money, his teaching can be summed up in the single statement, "You cannot serve both God and money." Or to be more accurate, God and mammon, which is effectively the spirit of money. Does that mean that we should ignore money and avoid all contact with it? Of course not. What Jesus is telling us is that we have to get our priorities right and put God and his righteousness first in our lives before that of money. We must make that conscious decision. We mustn't fall into that trap of following that spirit of money, mammon, and we do that by having a proper relationship with money. In reality, money has no power. Most people, and I suspect that includes most Christians, believe that money does have power, but it does not. Money only follows. Money cannot and never lead. Being involved with the financial world myself as my day job, I often talk to owners of businesses that are having serious money issues. Often they will talk about the lack of cash and the problems that result from that, how they spend sleepless nights worrying. To them the problem is lack of money. But that is wrong. The lack of money is the symptom of another problem within the business. It could be lack of sales promotion, changing market, something wrong with their product or the service that is being provided. For a business cannot sell its product, a lack of cash will result. Money only follows and never leads. This rule of money applies to every business or organisation and to us as individuals as well. Money must not be our goal in life. We must not elevate it above what it is. It is therefore very important that we all realise that money is totally impotent, and unless we do, we will never be free from its influence and stronghold that is behind it. Mammon entices people to place disproportionate value on money. When people believe that money has power, they are tempted to love money. This love of money then gives rise to many other forms of wrongdoing. The well-known scripture verse, "The love of money is the root of all evil." It is the love of money that is evil, not the money itself. From listening to the news, it is becoming clear that many of us will face a reduction of our living standards in the future. And so what can we learn from what Jesus said? It is this. Firstly, we must not become fearful of that. Money was never intended to be our master, but rather our servant. And secondly, if our focus is on God and His righteousness, He will help us to get control of our finances. Thank you for listening.